Hi everybody, and thanks for joining me for this short video. And today I'm starting to I've started to look for all my 12 by 12s. Well, I did, and then I stopped because I just had too many, so it's time to use them up. And some of them are so beautiful, that's why they've been left. Others are very difficult to place. In fact, I'd go so far as saying they're ugly. Don't say that in front of them, they'll get a complex. But this one here, this Prima Marketing, it's apricot honey. It's really one of my favourites ever. It's just beautiful. But because it's so beautiful, I just keep it because I can't bear to use it. And that's just stupid. Because if I wanted to, I could replace this today. Just before I came on, I looked online and it's still available. So, if I used it all, I could just go out and get another one. The other pad that I'm looking at today falls kind of more into the latter category. Some of these are difficult to place. I bought them because it's a die cuts with a view and it's a 180 sheet stack, and I can't resist the 180 sheet stacks. I just can't resist them. I'm just like a beta honey. But they are difficult. Some of them are really difficult. And some of them will need a bit more treatment than I'm willing to give them today. But we'll make a start. Stay there, thank you. And we'll make a start with the Prima pad. And let me show you what it is that we will be making today, hopefully. These little envelopes. And they're really easy. So if you're a new beginner to the world of junk journaling, these are as easy as it gets, and they fit in really nicely into a journal. If this was your journal, for example, you would just pop that over the edge of it like that, paper clip it into place, and if you want to do an altered paper clip, this would be a good place to use it. But because you've got that on there, it actually becomes a bit of a tuck spot. So you can put things in there and they'll stay there. Same on the other side. This side. You can put things in there. So not only have you got your pretty envelope, but you've got two tuck spots there as well. So it's one of those things, we all know how to do them, and yet we don't do them very often. And I don't know why really, because they really are useful and quick. Isn't that what we all want? Something useful and quick. Right, so let's have a look through this paper pad and see what we've got. Oh, they're all so lovely. That's beautiful. And I've got 2 sheets of that left. These are the sort of cut apart ones with words and pictures. Embellishments, that's the word I'm looking for. So there's 3 pages of those. This is the one that I made this one with. It's absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can see that, but it's metallic and it's a beautiful thing of beauty. So I've got 2 pages of that left. This one, which has still got those beautiful metallics running through, but bigger flowers. And I've only got 1 page of that left. Ooh, that's not getting used today. Then there are 1, 2, 3 pages of these, and they're sort of little journaling cards really, or you could use them as an embellishment. They're made to go with the papers, so you can't go wrong if you use these. They're just perfect. Then this beautiful butterfly one, but it's got text on, which makes it directional, which is probably not ideal for our project today. I mean, you could get away with it because I think the text is random anyway. This is looking at me there, and that's sideways there. So yeah, that's a possibility. Here's the scraps from previously. More of that beautiful butterfly paper. And then that. Look at that. Oh, I don't know which is my favourite. I was going to say that's my favourite, but they're all my favourites. It's like picking your favourite child. Okay. I think then I'll use the... No, I won't use the butterfly. Oh dear, which will I use? It's a hard decision. I like this one. I really like this one, so let's use that. So the Prima papers, they come with a, it's got a name, this, I'll call it a selvage for want of a better word, along the top, and you can cut that off and you can use it. It's quite helpful at times. I used it on this one here to make a little tuck for the envelope flap to go into, just to keep it shut. I mean, you don't need it if you're going to use a paper clip. You don't need both. That's just one too many closures. But that's what I did with that. So I'm going to use this. This is the reverse. I do think you'd be able to journal on that with a black pen, I think, or a blue pen. You'd see it no problem. So let's put that away then. I've pulled a page out of it. Let's get my big slicer and dicer out. And the first one I'm going to make, well, the first thing I'm going to do is cut that selvage off. So if you get that right at 12, you should be right on where your selvage is. I know it's got that's not its proper name, but I can't think what it is. Oh, I just need to come over a little bit more. I've still got a bit of that on. No. Right, that's better. Now we're cooking on gas. Now the next thing I want to do is cut a 6-inch strip off it. Looks to me like this page is going that way. So I'm going to cut a 6-inch strip off along here. So put that to 6. You all know how to do this. There we go. So I'll put that back in the book for another one, or a different type, something. It will not be wasted, I can assure you. Right, so what we do is this. We fold the top in to form a point, and the rest of it is journaling space. Now, if you didn't think that that was light enough, you could of course put paper in there. You could stick paper in there very easily to make for journaling. I didn't think it needed it. I think that you could see perfectly well what was going on. And with this one, it's a really light one anyway, so you've got no problem there. So it's really simple to make, really effective, just what we want. So the first thing to do is, as I say, decide which is kind of up and down. I think this is up, the butterflies are going there. So I just need to mark my centre. You can do it several ways. The easiest way probably is just to fold it over on itself exactly in half and then just pinch the middle. And I'm just going to make a mark there where the middle is. And then you just fold down each corner to the middle point. Don't crease it in until you've got your other one done, because you want them to be the same length. You want them to meet up. So that's meeting up perfectly there. So you want them straight along the bottom there. And then you can crease them in. Like that. Okay, so then you just have to glue them. So I'm going to use Collall tacky glue. I haven't really used it before on a project, so we'll see what happens. Ooh, it comes out quite quickly. Let's turn that down a bit. Same on the other side. Just fold them in. Push those together, make sure you're straight at the bottom. Lovely. And then just get your bone folder and crease that in so it's a nice sharp line. Wow, look at this glue. Obviously don't need half as much as what I'm using. And down there also, goodness me, must bear that in mind, that you don't need very much. Right, so there we are, we've got that. Just get that glue off my bone folder. It still wants to come out. Okay, so that's that done, that section. I'm just going to shut that up, and next time I open it I will be very careful how much I use. Right, so this is just my scoreboard. You don't have to have a scoreboard, you can do it perfectly well without one. So I want to leave a space between where I've folded these over and where I fold the top over. And at the moment they are right on 9, so I'd like to do it leave about ½ an inch. So I'm going to put a crease at 8.5. You could make it more, you could make it less, but I'm going to just put a score line there at 8.5, and then one at half of that, which is 4.25. I'm just going to check I had that straight. And that's pretty much it. So you just fold that along the crease line, making sure before you get your bone folder out, just make sure that it's really straight. Because sometimes when you've scored things, they aren't really straight. They're straight, but not really. And then this one here. And again, move that out of the way and make sure that you've got this exactly straight. And there we have it. I've folded that one up too much. I'm going to have to just take a whisker off that. It's not sitting properly. So I'll just take a little whisker off that. Yeah, come on. See if that does the trick. If not, I'll take a little bit more. No, that's fine. There we go. Easy peasy. I mean, it's just easy peasy. And then all you need to do is put a paper clip on it if you wanted to. I'm liking the rose gold with these ones. So it's quite a big envelope, so I'm going to put the largest size paper clip on it. And I mean, if you wanted to, you could decorate this side, but why would you want to hide that beautiful paper? It's a thing of beauty, to be honest, and I don't really want to hide it. You could, like I say, you could use the strip that we cut off the top, that little bit there, put it along there, and then you'd have somewhere for that to tuck down into, if you think you needed that. I don't think we do really, to be honest. Oh, you could tie it with ribbon, or there's lots of things, lots of ways to do it. And also, as I say, if you think that it's too dark inside, just pop a bit of coffee stained paper in for journaling. This paper was not so pretty. It's okay, I don't mind it in my journal, but it's not the prettiest. So I just built a little collage here with some die cuts and stuff and popped that on it. And I think it now looks pretty. I'd like that in my journal now. So let's choose a one that's on the ugly step. We don't have an ugly step. Let's just put my lid back on these paper clips before they go everywhere. Oh, no, they want to go everywhere anyway. There you go. Let's see what we've got. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, there's pink there. Yeah, there's pink. I wonder if I could get away with pink. Shall I try pink? Shall I try that Harlequin or the checker? Now I'm going to go for the checker. It's bright, it's bold. I can't imagine ever putting it in my journal, but let's just, let's take a challenge. Let's see if we actually could get it, so we would put it in a journal. Just get a throat lavender, sorry. Right, so same again, let's cut that down to 6. It's quite a good size, and it then means you're left with a piece that's 6. So you've got a useful remnant, if you like. I'm just floating above the table till I get space. This doesn't have a border on it. It is literally 12 by 12. So I'm just going to pop that at the 6 inches. Make sure it's flush with the top. And chop that off. There we go. That leaves us with another piece of this. I wonder if we'll ever use it. I hope so. Right, so it's the same thing, exactly the same thing. We need to find a centre. So you fold it over, mark the centre. It's quite easy to see on this one. Quite easy to see, but not. I can still miss it, I can tell you, so it's there. And fold that one down, and this one down. Till they're even at the bottom. Like that. And then you can crease them in, like so. And stick them down, being very careful with my, where is it? This one, the tacky glue. I really don't want very much after the last time. Maybe a bit more than that, which was nothing. And a bit more than that. I think it's either all or nothing, this. There's the tiniest bit coming out. Oh, I'm going to have to move it a little bit more than that. That's probably fine. Yeah, I think that's good. It's coming out, but not as it was before. I couldn't cope with that again. Too much glue. Lovely, just fold those in. Just make sure that they're still accurate there. Lovely. And crease them in. That's great. Still got a little bit of glue seepage. It's going to take me a while to get the hang of this one, I think. Let's just get a clean wet wipe. Ooh, I'm nearly out of clean, dry wet wipes. I have to get some more on to dry. Well, say on to dry. You just cut the end off and leave them. And they do all the work themselves. Right, so that's that. Very nice. You can see it bang on the lines. Goodness, what's going wrong? And once again, I just want to fold this, but I'm not going to use the scoreboard. This is really thin paper actually. So I'm just going to come up to there and make sure I'm square on the edge and fold that. And then with this, I'm just going to come down to about there. Let's just get that out of the way and make sure that we're square. Okay, there we go. So that folds up to there, leaves that little gap there, and then when it's all done, it'll fold out. You've got loads of pristine journaling. Very nice. Okay, so we could leave it like that. which actually now we've made it up into an envelope, I don't find it quite as distasteful. And I'm actually going to ink around it and see if that knocks it back a little bit. It might. But I think we're still going to have to do something to it. It depends what sort of journal you're making, doesn't it, really? I was watching Lorna Taylor from Tailor Made Journals, and she was doing a flip through of a Cinderella journal she'd made. And I have to say, there's not very many journals, flip throughs, that I watch and I think, oh, I really, really want that. But Lorna's Cinderella journal was one of those journals. It was fabulous. Everything in it was just interesting, perfect. It was just a delight, an absolute delight. I'm so glad that she shared it and that I could get to see it. And she included lots of things that you wouldn't have necessarily said went together. But she made it work, and it worked because the things didn't go together. So, yeah, I'm thinking maybe in my journals I need to include a bit more, because I'm very, very regimented. You know, if my journal's blue, everything that goes in that journal is blue. And the right shade of blue, I might add. You know, I can't bear it to be even the wrong shade of blue. So I think that I'm really going to try hard. I don't want just a mismatched journal, and Lorna's wasn't that. But I would like to add a bit more to my journals than just the kit and papers that are an exact match for the kit. Okay, well, I've inked that now. Oh, it needs a little bit of ink down there as well. Right. Well, yeah, okay. So I have an envelope. That'll straighten out when it dries. Let me have a look at my fussy cuts. See what I've got in the fussy cut department. I've got a rather nice big pink daisy. That might go on there, you know. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it might just go on there. And I've got a big green, this is a fussy cut from a book. A big green, I don't know what it is, some sort of plant. I'm thinking that's a bit of a possibility. Need something behind it to set it off, but I think that's, you know, it's a possibility. I've got all these pink butterflies as well. They are the right colour. Is this the butterfly box that I seem to have landed in? Yeah, I think it is. It's butterflies galore. Just that pink one, it's just a bit different. Might be a bit big, possibly. I'm talking of a bit big. I mean, you could put that on there, couldn't you? You know what I mean? You could. You could do anything. This is the joy of junk journaling. That's actually quite nice. I don't dislike that. That's ridiculous that I don't dislike that. I'd never have thought it. I'm leaving it out in the possibles. No. That one. Yeah, I'll leave that in the possibles. Right, so these are just butterflies in there. I thought there might have been something a bit more interesting. Oh, all my die cuts are falling out. This isn't all my die cuts, but it's a good percentage. Right, so there's that one. Looks a bit lost on there. What else have I got that might be going with it? Nothing really. That is about it. So no, I don't have anything that's particularly matchy. No, not today. Thank you for coming, but not today. Let's see what else I've got in this drawer. These are all little labels from Lorna's Pharmacist kit, which are really useful, but not perhaps on this occasion. What's in here? Oh, these are roses and stuff from I want to say Calico Collage. I might be wrong, but I think it's Calico Collage. They're quite nice actually. Quite like that one. Do you think I should have had this done before I came on? Sorry. No, that's too much. Too much the same. Okay, well, there's various things here. That's nice. I think all of these are like journal cards. That's quite nice. I like that. I don't even know where these have come from. Some of them look like they might have been My Porch prints at one stage. I don't know. Let's keep digging, shall we? Let's see what's in this big box here. All sorts of everything. It's all Tim Holtz stuff. Wow, fabulous. That's gorgeous. What would happen if I put that there with that over it? Does that match? That does not match. That's really nice. I like that. I think it is maybe the wrong sort of pink, but I could probably live with it. What's this? Oh. That doesn't fit on that card now, but it's quite nice. I'm leaving that out as a possibility. Oh, it's ages since I've played with my Tim Holtz stuff. Do love them. It's a slightly different one, but yet again I think it's just the wrong pink. Quite nice. Oh, a smaller rose. Yeah, you see, I think when I add that, that's going to show up as being the wrong colour. That's what I think. That's what I'm afraid of. Yeah, I've got too many that are the wrong shade of pink. It's more purpley pink, this, I think. Oh, there's a fussy cut. It's a better colour, definitely. What about that? Yes, what about that? I like that, actually. I quite like that a lot. Can't see anything wrong with that. I just need something to go behind my butterfly now. I'm just going to carry on ratcheting through this box because I can't help myself. It's like an illness we have. You start going through your box, you've just kind of got to go through it, because who knows, that absolutely perfect piece might be just around the corner. Way too big. That's just way too big. No, I think I've got the best out of that box. Oh, haven't I got some lovely, lovely stuff. Beautiful. Right, so my choices are, somewhere to put that. My choices are that, with possibly a smaller butterfly, but that sort of thing, that sort of arrangement. Need to find the butterfly box again. Here it is, this one here. And I need to find possibly a smaller one. Goodness me. I've got these blank die cuts here of butterflies that I could colour in and emboss if I wanted to, but I don't feel so inclined. This is supposed to be a quick little video about making these. That's too big, it's way too big. What about this one? Have you tried it recently? I think that's fine. And I might put that on the point of the on the other side. see if I've got a slightly bigger one. Yeah, that one might go on the point. Right. Oh, I just saw something there. It was a pink one, but different. I'll never find it again now. No, I'm obviously not going to find it. There's a white one there. It wouldn't need any backing put on it. No, I'm just going to struggle ahead and find something to put behind that. Okay, so I'm going to put that there because I like it. And then on this side, I'm thinking something just little like that. Just add something to it, doesn't it? Might get away with a slightly larger one. Yeah, that one. That's great. Okay, so now I need... What do I need? Some text, possibly. I don't know, have I got any pink? I can't, oh dear. Any pink pre-dyed bandage or anything? Gauze, in fact. I'm not seeing any. Got some pink fabric. I'll leave that out, that might do. Some pink organza. Yeah, just leave anything pink out that you find. All be to put away later. Lovely. Ah, there we are. Pink. Let's pop that drawer down here. Well, I don't know if it's the right pink, but it is pink. I think it's Victorian velvet I dyed this with, which is quite a dullish sort of pink. So does that want to be behind there, or that there, and that there? Do you know, I don't think I like either of them now. Right, I'm going to ink these up and stick them on. Pretty sure this is a Tim Holtz one, it's got that feel to it. So I tend to always go over to the right when I'm decorating things. I don't know why that is. You could go central, you could go over to the right as well. It doesn't, I just always tend to go that side. Not for any reason at all. Oh, mustn't be a Tim Holtz one. Don't know what it's from then. Right, this is open full throttle now. So I'm going to have to be careful how I press it. Squeeze it. Yeah, I think it's possible to get just a small amount out. Or the right amount, should I say, possibly. Right, let's pop that on there then. Still got glue coming out. Okay, I'm not going to ink around these. I've got a bit of a thing about inking around die cuts. It always makes them look a little bit too grungy for my liking. So I'm not going to ink around it at all. Just stick it down. Then we'll worry about the butterfly in a minute. Okay, great, lovely. Pity those roses were the wrong tone, because they were the right size and everything, but they just weren't the right tone of pink. There we go, that's lovely. Now then, I've got this pink fabric, and I think one of the butterflies would look quite nice on that. I don't need very much of it. I've got a solve edge here, so I'm just going to cut that off. Well, tear it off. Right. I'm wondering whether I should have just put that slightly underneath the label. I don't know if I can get the label up again now. Let's have a go with my blade. I don't think so. I think it's stuck for life. That's alright, don't worry. There's always a plan B. So if I cut that about there, let's fray it a little bit like that. Pop that over the top. Nothing wrong with that. And then that there. I like that, actually. I'd be lying if I said anything else. So, what shall I stick this on with? I'm going to go back to my Cosmic Shimmer because I know I need very little of it and it will stick it on. Double-sided could also be a oh dear, my glues. I think this needs its neck wrung. No, it's neck rinsed. So I don't need very much. It really is the lightest of cottons. You could have made a ruffle if you wanted to. Could have sewn around the fabric. Loads of stuff you can do. So just there. Lovely. And I can't see the glue coming through, so I think we're okay. That Cosmic Shimmer is good for this sort of thing. Excellent, in fact. But I'm not going to replace it. It's too expensive. Way too expensive. So the next thing then is the butterfly. And that's going to go like that. It's going to have a gem on it and everything will look nice. The butterfly I am going to go around, but I'm only going to go around sort of the edge, the core of the paper, if you like, because I don't like it when you can see the white. Okay, like that. Now I've still got this, don't forget, so I could put a little bit of that under it. Oh, that looks nice. That looks nice. Let's just cut a bit of that off. Let's just fray this out. This gauze is a bandage. It starts off life as a bandage, and I buy it from Boots the Chemist here in the UK. It's just a gauze bandage. There's no need to buy any expensive cheesecloth or anything like that. This works perfectly well. It's a tip I picked up from Artie Mays, Andrea at Artie Mays, and it's it's a really good tip. So I like that very. Yeah, that's nice. Kind of balances it up a little bit, I think. So I'm just going to have to go back to the Cosmic Shimmer and put just a little bit, not much. Mostly where I think the butterfly is going to be. So I'll crumple it up a little bit. Like that, and then we'll stick the butterfly on. You probably need plenty of glue at this stage because it's got to go right through to the fabric to stick the gauze on. So just keep a bit of pressure on it for a second or two until it grips itself. There we go. And I am, as always, going to stick a gem in my butterfly. Get my gems out. Oh, what shall I use? I'll use these ones. These are, oh, what's the word does it say? Aurora Borealis. They give off real sparkle in all sorts of colours, which is nice. I probably want 2. And which one was I putting on the front? That one. Possibly just one. I've put one on there. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, I think one's enough for that. But I do think I need 2 for this one on the back because it's quite large. Okay, and I'm using E6000 to adhere them. And I want my katana, which seems to have... Oh, it's on the floor. I've obviously hung it up on the floor sometime. So, just a little bit of glue. Doesn't take much of this at all. There we are, that's those 2 where I want them. Let's press them down. Oh, they're lovely. I hope you can see that they're really, really twinkly. And the other thing we've got to do is stick our butterfly on here. The question is, do I want to put a bit of gauze behind it? And I probably do, because he's looking a bit lost there. So is a bit of gauze going to do, or do I need to use the pink fabric? I think a little bit of gauze will do it. So fray it all out. I've probably got too much here actually. Yeah. It's really easy to dye the gauze yourself with your distress inks. I've shown on many videos how I do it. It's just easy, and then you can have gauze in every single colour that you've got your distress inks in, so it's really handy. Let's pop that there. Let's have a look and see what he looks like on it. Yeah, that's great. I'm going to put that down at the bottom because that's really raggy. I'm just going to scrunch that up when I put it on. Right. Just really a little bit of this. So I want that at the bottom, scrunched up, and this like that. That's lovely. And now the butterfly, which needs just a quick ink. And glue him on. And then we'll take stock of what we've done with this relatively unusable paper. I have got plans for my next video to show you what to do with paper that is truly ugly, that you really can't think what to do with. I'm going to show you what I do with my 12x12s that are just unworkable, really, as they are. There are ways that we can change it, so we'll be fine. So it's just to stick on the bit of bling right there in the centre of his body. I think I got these butterflies from Pinterest, if you were curious. I resized them and printed them out loads of times. So I had loads of these exact same pink ones. I still have, actually. It was for a project I was doing at the time. Right, so there we are. So, lovely. Very nice. I did reach for the pink organza because I thought we could tie a bow around it, but I don't actually know if it needs it. I've got cords stuck to me everywhere, and if I do, then I'm going to lose this butterfly. So I'll save the gauze for one of the uglier paper, the organza for one of the really ugly papers, and say that that is pretty much complete. And I think really we've taken a paper that I certainly wouldn't have thought of using in a journal and made it, yeah, we've done it. So let's just see what it'll look like over the edge of a page. It'll look like that. I'll just use a gold one. Let's just have a look and see. So it would go on like that on this side, and then on the other side we've got that. And actually I think I would use that. You know, I'm not chucking this away. I think I would use that. And you know, like I said about the other ones, it's a tuck spot as well. So you know, if you've got a piece of paper that you want to add to your journal, just push it up there under that safety pin, and it's a safety pin paper clip, and it won't come out. It's held in there by that. Or on the back as well, you can do the same thing. Push up whatever it is you want to put in, a journaling card or whatever, and it'll stay there. So there we are. We've made two easy peasy, well, I'll call them envelopes. They're not even really envelopes, are they? They're just fold overs. But we made this one with the beautiful Prima paper. It didn't need anything doing to it. It's just perfect as it is. Really tasteful and gorgeous. And this one, that was none of those things, that was on the gaudy side of life, but I think with all of this we've done okay with it. I think that would be okay. All right, well, thank you very much for joining me. As I say, our next episode will be about using the ugly papers, the really ugly papers, and what we can do to them, not just throw them away. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye.